We're at the final table. We have 3 goals in mind. Number 1 is to cash, and the top 7 players get paid. Second goal is to hit the top 3, and our ultimate goal is to take it down and win it all. Alright, when you're on the final table, the key is you have to look at everybody's chip stack, and you have to observe the opponents who have lesser chip stacks than you, because the strategy here is to try to outlast them and get paid. Alright, we have Jack 4 offsuit, which is a clear fold. Somebody raises under the gun, lady, that means business. Next hand, we have Jack 3 offsuit, we're going to fold. Good situation here, PP shoves all in and gets called. And quite standard, ace queen over pocket jacks. And just like that, second hand on the final table, and now we're down to 8 players. We have Jack 2, we're going to fold. Next hand, Jack 8, we're going to fold. We're going to wait for a situation. 10-2, we have a shove all in. We're not going to defend, we're going to let it go. Try to move up and pay here. We got Team Money who's shorter than us. Strategist to outlast him. 6-7, we're not going to limp in. We're going to fold, conserve our chips, and wait for a better opportunity. Ace 4, we're going to end up folding here. We can shove all in, try to collect the blinds and ante. But when the opponent limps in here, that could be a very strong hand. So we're not going to risk our opportunity to bust out in the bubble here. We're going to wait for a better situation. Next hand, Queen 8 offsuit, clear fold. Jack 2, we're going to fold here. It's a waiting game here. 5-9, we're going to fold. Next hand, we have Jack 8 again, we're going to fold here. Good situation for us. We have Jay Loon who shoves all in, and the triple X calls, and it comes down where he runs into pocket aces, and just like that, we met our first goal, we cash. Now if 8-9 we're under the gun, obviously we can shove all in, but we're going to fold here due to the fact that Team Money is shorter than us, and we're going to try to move up the pay scale. Okay, next hand we have 2-4. Not going to defend, we're going to fold, wait for a better situation. This is a situation we have pocket sevens. At this point, we need to gamble to win this tournament. Pocket 7 is a pretty good hand considering that an opponent who short stack limped in, and we have a big blind in here. So we're going to shove it all in and hope that we can double up. We get called by the person in the big blind, and we're fortunate enough to roll a full house, and we get a good situation where we get some breathing room here. Now we can go toward our second goal. Now we're on the buttons. Jack 5, we're going to fold. In a situation, we have pocket kings, pretty good hand, but we have a tight player who 3x under the gun. That means big business here. We're going to fold. Clear fold. We're not going to defend here. If it was another opponent who was weak, we would obviously shove it over the top of them. Next hand, we have King 3 suit, and in a good situation for us, Kojak shoves all in, pocket 3s, but the short stack doubles up, and that's an awkward situation for us. Now we're close to being a short stack. We're third or fourth in chip stack. Now we have Kojak who shoves all in again. We saw that he was shoving lightly on the final table. He shoved in with pocket 3s. Obviously it's a snap call, and hopefully that he doesn't have kings, aces, or queens, and he does, and he has ace high, and we're fortunate enough to win the flip and take him down. Now we're 5-handed. Team Money shoves all in, gets called, jacks over queens, and just like that, we're down to 4-handed. The queen rivers, and we're fortunate enough to be 4-handed. Now we have 8-2 offsuit. We're going to fold on the button. Wait for a position here, situation where we can shove all in or a raise. 2-7. We're just going to check out of the big blind. Check fold. Next hand, Jack 8. Since cleats limped under the gun, we don't know on the final table, it might be strength, so we're just going to limp in, complete the blind, and hope to see a flop. We missed the flop, we're going to check fold. We're not going to get fancy here. Jack 8 on the button, fold. 10-7, fold. 3-2, thank you for the walk. 3-2, again, fold. 6-2 on the button, fold. Not going to get fancy here. Going to try to get to our ultimate goal. It was top 3. Fold. 5-9, we're going to fold. King 4 on the button with a raise under the gun, fold. Pocket kings, good situation. We're going to raise it 2x, 2.5 times the big blind. Hope that somebody whose big stack shoves over the top of us, takes us as weak. And we have a great situation where the short stack does a little min raise. At this point, we're just going to shove it all in, get him all in. If he has aces, so be it. He doesn't. He have ace 10 suit. And we win, and now we're 3-handed. Good situation to be. Now we got our second goal. Now our ultimate goal is to win this damn thing. 7-9, we limp in, and we hit top pair. We lead out. We make a small one big blind bet, and since he checked out of the big blind, obviously the one who bets first takes it down. We do 2-8 on the button. We fold 2-9. We get a walk. Thank you. 6-7 suit. We limp in and we get raised up. And Jay Loon says, you're not limping in our blinds. And we say, okay, we'll wait for a better spot. Jack 8 on the button. We're going to fold. I'm going to play nitty here. Wait for an opportunity. We got a good chip stack. We're second in chip stacks. And that's a situation where lady limps in. We have notes on her that when she limps in, she's weak. We raise. Take it down. Queen 2. Not going to raise into him. King 10 could have raised here. I elected not to due to the short stack here. I'm going to put a little pressure on her. Where she's forced to shove weak hand. Alright, this is a situation where I could have raised, but again, we have a short stack here. We want to outlast her and move up a pay raise. Gonna check fold. Next hand, 5-7. She raises. Gonna fold. Next hand, ace-4. We're gonna raise it a little over 2.5 times the raise, or 2 times the raise. Pick it up. Next hand, pocket 3s. We have 3x raise and then a raise over him. Obviously gonna fold here. We're not getting involved in this hand. Means business there, that raise and re-raise. Pocket aces, standard. We limp in, we king 8 at this point. Just do that same little one big blind bet into the big blind who checked out, and we take that down. Jack 9, we're going to try to get a little active here. We're going to raise, take that down. Ace 9, this is a good situation for us. On the button min raises, we're going to just complete and see a flop. Great situation for her. We hit 2 pair. We're going to check. Anticipate the raiser, the original raiser, to make some kind of continuation bet where we can either call or raise it up, and he just checks. At this point, the turn comes. It's pretty drawy. We're going to have to lead out, try to get a little value on our 2-hand. We can't check where he might check again, and now he makes a big raise. Great situation for us. Let's analyze the situation. If he had top pair with an ace X hand, he would have made some kind of continuation to get value. If he had a set, he would try to protect a little bit because it is a drawy board, and we obviously could have some kind of flush draw or straight draw because we called this raise. At this point, he makes a pretty big raise. I just put him on either a set of 4s here, and he was lucky enough to catch the set, or he's on air and shove it all in. He folds, and that's a great situation for us. Now let's take a look at the situation again. And let's see the mistake that Jay Loon made. When we lead out in a turn about 3,700, obviously he should have raised it to probably about 8. That would have did the same thing. I think he raised too big here. 12,000 would have been too big. He could have conserved about 4,000 chips where he could have folded. If he raised it to 8 here and we shove, we could fold. And if we called, then he obviously put us on some kind of draw hand. So his bet size was incorrect. The 8,000 would have been just the same as the 12,000. He would have got his information that way cheaply, and he made a mistake. Next hand, we have King 10. What I do here is I want to put the pressure on him now. I shove all in. Since he's backing up into the ring, I want to try to force him to call off lightly, and he doesn't. He folds. 9-4 on the button. We're going to fold. Jack 4. We get a walk. Thank you. 9-4. We fold. We're not going to make a move. We have ace on the button. We're going to raise. Take it down. King 10, all in, we're not going to defend. Jack 4, we're going to fold. 2-5.